welcome to episode 66 of the Cherry Bakewell Diaries. Well, today we're going to be doing the penultimate recipe before Christmas. We've got one more after this, so we're going to continue with the festive theme and we're going to do a pesto and parmesan Christmas tree. It's made out of puff pastry and it's got parmesan and pesto and tomato puree, a bit of garlic puree. And then you cut it into like a Christmas tree and twist it. So it's really, really nice, really festive. So I'll go get everything ready and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so we're going to have 2 sheets of puff pastry, the ready rolled ones. And one of them I've laid on a baking tray with some baking paper, because once you do your Christmas tree, it's difficult to lift it up once it's actually done. So put your pastry on there to start with and we'll work from there. Now in a bowl, I've got a tablespoon of pesto, just green pesto. And to that, we're going to add a tablespoon of tomato puree. And the flavours on this are lovely, very Italian sort of flavours with the tomato puree, basil. And we're going to put some pepperoni in as well. And to the tomato puree and pesto, we add about a half a teaspoon of garlic puree. That goes in. Then we've got 100 grams of Parmesan cheese. And that goes in as well. So it's very simple, it's all mixed together. It's just the Christmas tree that's a little bit more complicated. So you basically do that for teaspoons, so that'd be easier. You just combine all those ingredients together and make like a paste. So break all your cheese up. And just keep stirring. Smells are delicious, really, really nice. Lovely Italian flavours. So break all your bits of cheese up. Mix it all into your tomato puree and your pesto. So that's all nicely combined. And then what we're going to do is we're going to spread that onto our pastry. So spread it all over, right to the edges. Like that. And then we've got some pepperoni slices and we're going to lay those over the top. Just a single layer right over the top of the pesto mixture. I think one more in there. There we go. And then just brush a tiny bit of egg over the top of your pepperoni, because we want to be able to stick the other piece of pastry to it. So then we get the other piece of pastry and we lay it over the top of that one to make like a sandwich, if you like. So make sure you get it right to the edges and press it down. That's it. Now what you need now is a sharp knife. So with our sharp knife on the bottom, we're going to cut the trunk of the tree. So you want 2 little slits like that. So basically cut the corners off, if you like. Like that. And then we're going to lift that off. And what you can do, you can cook this separate as a little parcel, or you can cut it into strips and twist them. So I'll cook them separately. You don't want to waste anything. So there's our little squares that we've taken off. Now, the points here of the edge of the pastry, we go to the centre, roughly of the centre of the pastry at the top, and we come down to that point like that. And then the same on this side, a diagonal cut all the way down to the point at the bottom. And then these pieces, what we're going to do is, I've got a star cutter. We're going to cut some stars out of the pastry. And then we can use that to decorate. And then the other piece, this one over here, what we're going to do is, I'll just swap that over. We're going to cut that into some strips, because obviously we don't want to waste any of it. And then the longer one cut in half, we'll probably cut that one in half as well, and then we'll leave that one. And then literally all we're going to do is twist them like that. So you've got some twists to go with it as well, because you don't want to waste the pastry. So we just twist those up like that. Then we can cook them separately. And then these ones, you can just put a couple of slits in the top. So just cook them, put some egg on those and cook them as they are, like little parcels. Okay? So then we go back to our Christmas tree. And we'll lift off this other piece. Like that. And then what we do is we cut horizontal, I'll do it this side so you can see, we cut horizontal lines this way. So if you go from your trunk up and follow the line of your trunk, like that, to give you a guide, and then we're going to cut horizontal lines this way. Now you need a very sharp knife because you've got to get through the pepperoni as well. Like that. Make sure they're horizontal. Up to there. And we'll do the same this side. Okay. And now comes the fun part. So what you do is you twist each of these pieces of pastry, and that will look like the branches of your tree. So you twist them, probably easier to twist it away from you. You go all the way up to the top. And then we'll do this side. It's a little bit fiddly, but it's worth doing because it looks really nice when it's done. So you twist each branch. All the way up. And it gets shorter as it gets to the top, but that makes the shape of the tree then. like that. And then we're going to get our stars that we cut out, and with a little bit of egg we'll put one on the top, and then we'll put some down the centre. Like that. Hello, so I apologise for the end of the previous bit of video. What I meant to say was you bake it for 18 to 20 minutes on gas mark 6, which is 200 degrees centigrade. My video cut out, so I think we've got a few gremlins in the works today. But I've got it all cooked for you now. Here's the final product. As you can see, look at that lovely golden Christmas tree. And all you do is you just twist off the branches and eat it that way. So that's really delicious, and it looks really nice on your buffet table as well. So thank you to everyone who's liked and shared and subscribed. I really appreciate that. Nice to have you all following me. We've got one more recipe, as I say, before Christmas, and then we'll have a break over Christmas. So continue to like and share and subscribe, and we'll see you again in a couple of weeks. But for now, enjoy your pesto and parmesan Christmas tree, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks' time. Take care for now. Bye-bye.